You're. We live, baby. All right, so check it. We number 4, 7-game win streak. Number 1 in the conference. 2 games left. Let's see what's going on. Season turning out better than I thought it would be. I thought I wasn't going to be able to compete at a high level until I did some recruiting and revamped the roster. Goal coming into this dynasty, since we only run 4-year dynasties, was to win a championship my 3rd year. Still the goal, but just better than I thought we was going to be. Of course, we had Cupcake to start off with, even though it was a rivalry game. Still didn't play well. First user game. My defense played tremendous. Still was learning how to play my offense, learning how to be accurate with Jennings, his strengths and his weaknesses. I feel like this Colorado game, I got smacked. That's when I realized, there's another user game. That's when I realized that my defense, the way it was set up, wasn't going to be conducive to me winning. So I had to switch to a 4-2-5 and move my safeties to linebackers, corners to safety, bring corners off the bench with speed and not that much experience, but it's working out for the best for me. Very low scoring game right here, and another user game, defensive struggle. I was trashing my offense again, and then I woke up, so started scoring. ACC play, just rolling. You know what I'm saying? Had a barn burner here. Had to fight for my life out in Raleigh. But you see they're a top 10 team, so they were good. They was better than us when we played them. Duke, they ain't got nothing for me, just like they trash ass got thrashed in the Final Four. You know, that's what was expected. Pittsburgh, put a whipping on them, 56. 56, scored 56 3 games in a row, which is crazy. North Carolina, had to put a whipping on them. My last user game of the regular season. My arch nemesis, the homie Mitch. My last dynasty was Penn State. I think I went 2-2 against him in the 4 years. 1-0 this year. Defense played incredible. No turnovers, which was most important. And then I got 2 ACC games at home to finish the season. I'm looking to smack them and be ready for my conference championship, whoever that may be. So yeah, that's where we at with it. Recruiting wise, with these small schools and not having a winning tradition, I can't get any 5 stars, man. Got 3 4-stars to commit. And then I'm 3-star guy. Ooh, there go another 4-star, sweet. But all in all, still going pretty well for what it is. Top 10 recruiting class right now. I'm sure that's not going to stay a top 10 recruiting class, just because I can't land any 5 stars. And I'm sure these last 2 weeks of the season, some people, you know, the users in my online dynasty are going to land some bigger recruits. And then when the portal comes around, as long as we win, you know what I'm saying, it'll be easier for me to get, you know, maybe a 5-star talent. Not too many 5-star players hit the portal, so maybe I'm looking to add a couple 4-star talents, but we'll see. But all in all, you know, I'm gonna have some pieces like breathing bodies, but as far as impact players, I don't know what I'm gonna have. My whole wide receiver crew is gonna be leaving out, so hopefully I'll be able to whip some of these boys into shape so we'll be able to compete. But as of right now, king of the 2 stars, king of the 3 stars, couple 4 stars, but shit, we gonna make whatever shape. But in the meantime, in between time, fuck it, let's go ahead and get to it. I'll just leave my uniforms. Fuck it. Let's go.
Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
There we go. Get up in there. Get active, baby.
You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Calandria.
Get there. Oh, yeah. Run through his fucking face.
Gets to the quarterback.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
During the week, we got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Got it set up on the outside. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think
congratulations, man. Fuck off my screen.
Run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Smith. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes deflection.
Ah, fuck. The fucking screen went out on me.
He got drilled trying
Oh,
to deliver it,
man.
and it'll bring up 4th down. The one thing that can derail
What was
this
that
offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver.
Again, nigga,
knowing
congratulations.
exactly where
Now get the
he
fuck
needs
off
to be
my
on the
screen.
field, and they
Give
pick
a
up
fuck
the
about
first
y'all
down there.
accomplishments?
And you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he'll be taken down.
Little cut almost got one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Hands it off. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Quarterback doing what he does best. Move. Pressure is on the way. The pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Hard-hitting tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab.
That shit was
there.
tough.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Handoff from the gun.
God
And
damn.
they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They'll test the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oh, yeah.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Oh,
Well, that's their
yeah.
3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and
Don's
nightmares
brother.
up to this point of the game.
The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
This nigga's scared.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
No, fuck.
This
Oh,
defense
thank you,
think,
Jesus.
put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
Wrong
to really
fucking
jack
play.
up.
Yeah, I like
Cost
that
me
idea, but I
pick
also like
six.
the fact that
God
speed
damn.
kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind
This
the
nigga
line
number
of
7
scrimmage.
is a
That'll be a
goddamn
loss of 3.
problem.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all.
Oh
and
my
they can't
God.
hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard
We need a
line.
turnover. We're running a full house.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On the return, it's Smith. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think
Got a lot of running room. Inside the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense.
Severe.
You gotta understand, it's physical time. The football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now.
Ooh.
They're up 14 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Smith. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bailey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
I love when replay gets to have another peek at the last play, but we don't get to have another peek at the last play.
We're right, and the play will stand. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, Mustangs! What a catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it, make something happen before the half.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Oh,
and that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I forgot that nigga ain't got no hand.
Outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Smith. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard.
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. He wants to take the top off. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone.
Let's go.
And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Skips away from pressure. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped.
Yo, they dropping picks like I threw like 4 picks. So.
What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Come on.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
A really nice job on the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting a fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
They're trying to get to it.
Keep holding on to the ball. Fuck,
His man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself.
Yeah, buddy.
They recover their own
just
fumble.
get the fuck out of here, man.
Who knows how they got that thing back?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The ball on 3rd and short. Just steamrolling his way through. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That's what you expect.
Nigga ready to die about that touchdown, and I'm getting ready to kill him.
Extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in.
Oh, yeah.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Hell no.
They bring him down, and he's going to
Try
lose a
again.
yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try
Oh,
to...
you
And he
bitch.
takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cavalier.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to
Trash
push people
ass
around. Look at
touchdown.
the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready.
Going to take a shot.
I'm
And they
just throwing
wanted
like
it
a
all
motherfucker.
on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking
Bad
for a
decisions
productive play
lead to
on 1st
bad
down.
decisions.
The back goes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields.
Immediately pay
Touchdown,
for that
Virginia.
bullshit.
Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when
Came
you got
out the
such a
second
great
half playing
field
like
position. Obviously,
ass.
when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pass to 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. They're working that left side, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it.
Ooh.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Forced out of the pocket. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Let's go, the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Black 14.
He's looking to throw it.
Oh, shit.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Fuck.
Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 30.
God
He's at
damn.
the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
I was getting away with bullshit all game. I deserve to throw a pick 6.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Get down,
A few
nigga.
anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Nigga.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now.
Oh, look out, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Virginia has it back, the Cavalier offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that, but Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They keep attacking through the air. With the catch, it's Pace. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Virginia.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
Pick 6, man.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Pace. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Fires to the middle. He's
I
got
guess
an
the
open
wrong
man.
motherfucker.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Pace. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot.
What,
He
man?
caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over.
Played like ass
Down
on
multiple
defense today.
possessions this
Actually
late in
didn't
the
play
football
well on
game.
offense
It would
either.
take a miracle, but nice
Great.
job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after.
Play like
So a
shit.
drive there of 82 yards, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab
Did they
and
fall
get
for
the
the
ball.
bullshit again?
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Now, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Ah.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dub is a
Dial it
dub.
up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, man, when your free safety got the most tackles on your team, you get cooked. Yes, sir. Give me my coinage, nigga. Is Mitch playing this game? Big Vader down there. Not Coach Prime. Okay, Mike. Yeah. Mike got some defensive players. This nigga got 3 in there. Oh yeah. Just happy to be mentioned, baby. Got more rushing yards than all these niggas. They're just getting them receiving touchdowns. $79 overall. Oh, bunch of 79. $78 overall. And then this nigga. I think he won this in real life. Ain't nobody in the league got no tight end play this year. No tight ends trash on these 3-star teams. I lost my title. I don't even know how I look at this shit. This shit gonna completely change. Well, maybe not. Cause conference champion. It's at Big 12. I'm in the ACC. So who's in the Big 10? Missouri? Man. Alright, well, it's on Mitch. Alright. Until next time.